Hey guys, what's up? We have another Power of the Prime figures for you guys, and this time I'm going to take a look over at one of the figures that I've actually wanted this for years for my collection, and I'm actually pretty happy for it. So, the one I'm going to take a look over is this right here. The Transformers Power of the Prime's Legend Class Battleslash. And I'm just trying to fix the angle of the tripod legs. There we go. So before we continue, I just need you guys to do me a little bit of quick favor, so I'll be right back. Hey you! Stop what you're doing! Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy your day. So I forgot to mention in my last video, which is Wind Charger, I got it from my good friend of mine on Instagram, that action shot. I bought these 3 figures for him, plus an extra figure he sent me. And I'm actually pretty excited for this, so yeah. And I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of backstory about Battleslash. He is actually one of the two figures from the Dualcons. If you guys don't know what they are, Dualcons are 2 Decepticon vehicles that combine together into one robot. During the G1, you got 2 vehicles, combine it, and then make it one robot. And now, years later, we have Battleslash and Road Trap. I think that's the name of that one. They are separate characters, but they can still combine into Battle Trap. I hope I got it right. If not, I do apologize. It's actually been a long time knowing about the Dualcons since the last time we know from War for Cybertron Siege, which I forgot the name. I think his name was Flywheel, but his name got changed into Skytread. I think I got it right. I could be wrong, but like I said, anyways, I know I keep wasting time of it, but I do apologize. So yeah. So here's what the blister is going to look like right here. You can see Battleslash artwork right there. Fantastic artwork. You can see the vehicle mode right there. It's helicopter mode. And you can see right there on this side is the combination between these two. And I love it a lot. Also, I didn't realize this figure actually existed years ago. I was actually pretty stupid back in the day. So yeah. And you can see the back of the packaging right there. You can see everything transformed to 18 step, and you can see he can put in with Alpha Trion, which is actually pretty cool. And you can see I was writing the name of it, Road Trap, and he's part of the Dualcon. So yeah. So every Prime War figures come with their own card, and luckily I actually have his card right here for Battle Trap, and this one he has for Alchemist. And yeah. And unfortunately, the instruction from mine, it got disintegrated. I have no clue why. It looked like Ratchet Chew on it, and yeah. So anyways, here it is, Battleslash in his helicopter mode. And like I said, he is one of the Dualcons because, of course, the arms. But anyways, his vehicle mode is representing a helicopter, which it does look fantastic. Now, I don't have the original toy from the G1, but comparing this one, this is actually looks pretty good. Like, the helicopter mode is fantastic. Yes, there is one issue though, is this part right here is the arm showing, but it's actually covered up very well, and this is actually the best helicopter mode ever. You do have some gap right there, which is kind of a bit annoying. A Decepticon symbol right here, and the one back here. And of course, the rubber hands are exposed right there, but that's of course the combination. Same. And you can see the feet right there are exposed. The propel right there does spin, but not that much, because it does hit somewhere, and it is quite a bit annoying. I know there's a gap right there, but that gap is part for the combination model, and yeah. Unfortunately, for this guy right here, if I have Alpha Trion with me, but you can actually if I could try to I'm trying to connect this figure in. Yeah, this is how he rides Battle Trap. That is actually not safe, and no, that's not safe. I'm sorry, but the design of that connecting, it's just not that great. He has too much gray on it. I wish they could add a little bit more paint, to be honest with you. I could maybe let more of the purple or more of the blue. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, so yeah. He doesn't have any, like, wheels on it, so, landing gear. I like this figure, but without landing gear, how the... I mean, he stands very well because of this red part right there. It's actually pretty nice, so yeah. There's not much other to say about it. It's a go to helicopter mode. So yeah. So, Battleslash is a triple changer. You could transform to vehicle to robot, but also combination. But I'm going to show you that later on the combination. So for now, we're going to show off the transformation for robot mode. So let's see here. The first thing to do is disconnect this cockpit piece right there, because you want to unpeg this part right here. Well, on tab, because there's a tab right there and go into this slot right there. Now, you want to spread this back here. This thing right here, the helicopter blades will interfere, and it's a giant pain. Now, you want to bring this out like so. And I would recommend to bring this back for now. Then you want to bring this back like that, because you want to come by to the legs, unpeg everything. I mean, literally everything. Now, these are on a hinge, but before we do that, bring this piece back like that. And you want to bring the crotch area down like that. Then you want to bring the legs forward. Bring the legs forward. Then you want to connect these two right there. I actually had some issue with my copy, but I'll tell you that later on. Now bring the helicopter tail back that far. Then you will have the legs finished up. Now come back to the cockpit of the helicopter mode. Move that back, because you want to bring this in back again. And there's a hinge right there that you can go in that goes like that, because you want to have this facing forward and you want to bring everything out. There's a hinge right there. Make sure the arms are facing forward like that. Like that. Next thing to do is open up the chest piece, which I forgot to mention one thing. I'm an idiot. Open up the chest piece, bring the head out, connect that back in, and make sure everything is nice, straightened out perfectly well, and there you go. And there you have Battleslash and his robot mode. Like I said, transformation easy. It is a little bit finicky because of this right here will interfere, but yeah. But damn, this robot mode is actually pretty good. Somewhat. Yeah, it does look a bit weird. He has this wide waist, and he does look a little bit weird. Now, the issue I actually do have in my copy is the connection part of the crotch area doesn't want to connect it in. Like, when I try to move the legs articulation, it just popped out. So what I did, I put a little bit of super glue on it, on both of the tabs, leave it to dry out for overnight, and it's worked very well. But yeah, just be wary of that. And damn, Battleslash looks pretty good. Minus the only kill it does interfere is the helicopter blades, which I understand and why this is part of his weapon. I think there's a way to disconnect it, but I don't want to do it because I don't want risking breaking the clips right there, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I do like the head sculpt though. Like, the head sculpt is fantastic, and I like what they use the dark purple on the chest. It's just, I wish they could add some more paint to this figure because he's had too much light gray on this guy. And look at it, it's just too... It just needs some color breaking. He does have a little bit of purple on the side right there. And that pretty much that's it, so yeah. The arms does look a bit weird, to be honest with you. It's kind of a bit awkward. Like, you only can go like that. And like that. I'll probably do the articulation right now. So, articulation wide. Head does go full 360 right here because it's on a swivel. Doesn't go up and down. Doesn't go side to side. Arms does go forward. Nothing much back. Arms can go like this and that. Yeah, like I said, the articulation for the arms does look a bit weird. You do have a bend of the elbow right there. And I guess this part, I guess you can call it articulation. But that 3D transformation. You don't have a wrist swivel. No waist swivel. Legs can go forward. Nothing much backwards. And like I said, this is actually the issue of that right here. Even though I already fixed it, it still gave me the same issue. Legs can go in and out. You don't have a side swivel right there. You do have a bulge at the knee, so it does go bend at the knee right there. Full 360 right there. Mostly because of the transformation of the combined form. No wrist swivel, so that's kind of sad. So articulation is very limited, but posability is limited, but that's all you get, unfortunately. Which is kind of sucks. And that's all you get. There's not much of it to say about it. So yeah, but we're not even finished this. Like I said, this character is a triple changer. So let's transform into the combined form. So first thing to do is come by the back and untab this part right here. Then you want to open the chest piece right here. Then you want to bring the head in, close this up. Then you want to bring the combiner head out like that. Because you want all of this right here, the robot arms at the back, and you want to have the robot legs into the arms. So the first thing to do is bring this back right here. Which the back is somewhat kind of confusing to do because the instruction for Hasbro doesn't make any sense. Now, next thing to do is come by to the arms. And this tab right there will connect to this part right here for the combination. And this part right here can go down like that because it is part for Battle Trap. And there you have Battle Trap, the upper torso. The combination mode for the upper torso does look pretty good, but yeah, like I said, it does need more paint to it. Head sculpt, also, by the way, it's fantastic. I actually love it a lot. And of course, the same articulation. Head is on a swivel right there. Does not go up and down. The arms, which are of course the robot legs, can go full 360. Bend of the elbow right there, and it does go full 360 right there. So yeah, there's not much of it to say about. It's just, damn, this figure is actually pretty cool. The only issue is the backpack right here for the robot arms. Yeah, there's actually no way to deal with it. I might have to find like YouTube videos like how to actually deal with this, and yeah, that pretty much that's it. All right, I'm gonna transform them back to Battleslash into robot mode. Give you guys the final result. The final pose for final results. So I'll be right back. Yeah, like I said about the posability, it is limited, and yeah. So I recommend to get Battleslash if you actually love the dual cons. Like, the dual cons is actually one of my favorite Transformer faction for the Decepticons. I actually don't know which one is the best. But Battleslash is a good figure. I do recommend to have it. I hopefully I could get Road Trap soon, so I could do a video on that and do a separate video of the combination model. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna end this right here. So have fun, stay safe, and I'm out.